Hello, kia ora, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our Tuesday update recorded on the 17th of September as our cold blast moves right across the country. This is how we look at 6 o'clock this evening. The main southerly now right up to the top of the North Island. Some of you around the northern half of the North Island might not have thought it was overly cold this morning, but you will notice that colder airflow coming in tonight and overnight tonight. It's going to remain windy around Auckland and northern parts of the country. The peak of those winds in Auckland should be easing as we go into the hours of darkness tonight, but it will still be a bit windy around northern parts of the country. Southerly coming straight on into the eastern side of New Zealand, and that southerly obviously coming straight into Wellington as well. But look at this, by 6 o'clock tonight, the westerlies are starting to return to the lower part of the South Island. Now this is the misery index. This is really for farmers, for livestock. Shows you that when you see that blue shading, the temperature feels like 0 degrees. So that is cold stuff when it's only just 6 p.m. and we're talking about the middle part of September. So this is how we look this evening at 8 o'clock. Now that main cold part is going over the North Island tonight and starting to move out to sea. So that means we've got the windy southwesterlies through the Auckland area in particular. And on the eastern side, rain and showers, and that white shading there, that is snow going up north of Gisborne tonight. At the other end of the country, we've got a drying out phase, but let's animate through Wednesday and you'll see another burst of rain and snow moving into the Southern Alps there, as in the north, it clears away. So by the time we get to Wednesday evening, it's a bit of a different story with westerlies and northwesterlies starting to come back into the forecast. Now this is the bigger picture as we go overnight tonight. We've still got that southwesterly flow and the snow and showers clearing away. But this is introducing the new westerly. So let's animate the next 48 hours showing Wednesday and Thursday, and you're going to see a lot of westerly wind coming back into the country. Plenty of showers along the western side, drier for the eastern areas, but this is sort of back to that windy westerly that we had a week or so ago. So this is how Wednesday lunchtime is shaping up. The low pressure zone moving away from New Zealand, southerly flow into the Chatham Islands. But the west to northwest winds, they come back to the South Island and temperatures go up. Places like Otago and Southland will see temperatures jumping up about as high as some of the northern parts of the North Island, still dealing with the last part of that southwesterly flow on Wednesday. So temperatures, they're up nationwide. This is, again, not a main centre map, just showing you various points around the country. And this is handy at kind of working out when we have a big change coming through. And what we're seeing today compared to yesterday's temperature map is that they've all gone up a few degrees. And in fact, some in the interior here have gone up from 4 to 8. And over here, they've jumped up into the double digits now, which is matching some of these northern parts of New Zealand. So the winds come back on Thursday. We've got a classic air pressure sandwich. The top piece of bread is the high pressure zone, the bottom piece, low pressure, and the filling in the middle, the big strong windy westerlies. And that high pressure belt north of us acts like a lid, and it stops these big southerlies from going all the way up. And that process turns them into a westerly. And so it's a windy westerly, gale force winds possible in parts of the country. Rain returns to the west coast, heavy in southwestland, and a bit of spillover into Southland. I'm sorry, I know in Southland you're well and truly sick of the wet weather, and that will fall as snow up in the mountains, but at the eastern side, looking mostly dry. Friday, not a great deal of change. The winds do ease back around central parts of the country, the upper half of the South Island and the very lower portion of the North Island, but still a bit windy at the top. And those showers pushing through from the west. And even though it looks like it's raining everywhere, that's just a sign that showers are crossing over the island. Areas in the east, like Otago, Canterbury, Marlborough, Hawke's Bay, those places not likely to get very much rain, if any at all. And at the bottom part of the country, those west to northwest winds start to pick back up again, because on Saturday, again, low pressure to the south here, high pressure to the north, and a squash zone coming in down here, creating a bit of a stronger wind, although most of that wind is being caused by this storm south of you. Nothing too dramatic in the maps there, and actually in the North Island, your airflow now subtropical as it drifts down over you. So Saturday certainly looks warmer in the north, and by Sunday, north to northwesterly winds coming down across the country. Temperatures shouldn't be too bad. The blue line, which shows the wintry, drier air to our south, that gets pushed southwards, and this next big low moving towards us means that we'll see some rain and showers on the western side and a few showers coming into the north here, but high pressure is nearby. So once again, eastern areas look warmest and sunniest and driest. That's all from me for today. See you again tomorrow Wednesday with our next update.